cheaters got to face they fear. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And if you know that you aren't going to be committed, you know what I'm saying? hey, hey, boom. What up, boom? It's been a minute. I just think like sometimes if you know something is not good for your peace, get the fuck away from it.
But what is
Why?
your peace? A lot of people try to use the word peace, and they have not actually found their peace within
What is
themselves.
peace?
So other people cannot bring peace to you. They can help you maintain, they can add to it, but they cannot bring peace. You have to find peace within yourself first in order to be even anything good to the next person.
Mhm.
And that's what a lot of people are missing.
Nah, I feel like I'm not gonna ask you to bring nothing to my life that I can't bring to my own self. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask you to, you know, I'm not gonna ask you to do nothing that I can't do for myself. I think with me, like if my life is so chaotic and the things that I do and the way that I act and how I move is so chaotic, I tend to get away from it. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? If you're bringing more issues, um, she could bring me a piece of that. Hey, boom! You ain't lying. That was my thought process back in them days. I felt like if you ain't bringing me peace, if you ain't bringing me the ass, if you bringing me nothing but headaches and problems, I'm arguing with you
That's
more.
not even, that's a distraction.
What?
If she coming to give you some pussy,
That's not a distraction.
it is.
I'm
It is.
focused. I'm focused on that ass. Like that's
Oh
not a
my
distraction.
God. And this is why right now people don't even know what makes them happy. Like at the end of the day, that's why you are going around with so many people that are so
Happy on
just confused on the inside,
Yeah.
and they still searching and looking for what they want, and then they get upset with their new partner and then the next partner because, oh, you're not doing this, or you're not. No, you're looking for me to soothe a wound instead
Yeah.
of actually helping you to or teaching you how to heal the wound.
I never took time to heal. Like
Mm-hmm.
with relationships, it was relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship
Mm-hmm.
after relationship. Like I never took time to heal. And then now I got to the point where I listen, I'm focused, I'm building, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Be a part of that or get the fuck away from me. And
Yeah.
that's just how it was. I took time. I think I was single for like in total, like 1 year of my life.
From the
One
time you
year.
started dating.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
was listen, like for me, relationships was the way I wanted them to be. I'm with you when I'm with you. When I'm not with you, I'm not with you. That's how it was from 18 to like 30, 31 or some shit. And then I think I slowed down because I started seeing all my homies get in relationships. Uh, Standing so mature, you on the wrong show, Queen. So no,
Oh, I'm learning.
I think
I'm seeing that about over there.
I didn't want relationships. I just wanted relations. And then I got older and started seeing all my homies take that leap, take that move and start families and settle down and find one woman because I grew up around players and heartbreakers and things like that. So I grew up around them. That was my influence. So once I started, I wasn't in the club still chasing down women in the club. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to be that dude. So, I decided to get serious, give relationships a serious try. And um, I ended up having a list of regrets. Like I should have slowed down and healed. I should have took time because when you jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship, all you doing is just moving from one problem to the next. You're not healing. You're not getting better.
I mean, but I still feel like the combination of let's just say your personality. In order for you to actually have a good commitment to a certain type to let's say commitment, okay, to a woman, she has to be
You ain't lying.
oh my God. I know. But you have to have the type of woman that is going to fuel those desires that you have.
Mm.
I mean, you can't, like me knowing who you are, I can't expect you to not want to be entertained by other women. So my thing, what is it?
First of all, I don't mind going to the circus. It doesn't mean the circus has to come home with me.
Exactly. But
what I'm saying?
still, desires are desires. They can be
You
met
gotta-
in multiple
gotta-
ways by
Yeah.
one partner. Just because you like to look at other women, your partner should be able to take you to the strip club. It's something you guys should experience together.
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? The desires behind the bedroom. I ain't gonna get into too many details.
Mm.
Your partner should be willing to meet that. You feel me?
Mhm.
So it's just all about compromise, back to compromising, understanding and knowing who your partner is. You can't be the woman that want this spontaneous guy, but you want to be so serious and so wrap tight. And you want him to be comfortable with him being himself, right? That's just not realistic.
Don't be a nickel out here looking for a dime.
What? That is so such player should say. Like, why you just can't be the dime? Why you can't be two nickels and she already is a dime? Y'all on the same level, it's just two different
Nah,
figures.
fuck that. What
I'm just saying though.
Don't be out here saying you want this, and this, and you only have this. Okay? You want a man with a job that makes 6 figures, but you make 3.
But you need the right
want a
person to
man-
motivate you.
No.
Yeah,
What?
motivation,
First of all-
inspiration, and
first
it's
of
just
all-
not for women. It's just not for the women you're talking about, but I'm talking about the men too. Some men need inspiration
First
and
of all,
motivation. The right woman will bring the best out of them. I'm
no,
telling you,
no.
vice versa. Okay.
We're not doing
You keep
that.
thinking that people are supposed to come
We're
made.
not doing that. Like, if I'm a man
Okay.
who's busting his ass, who has his own car, who takes care of his kids, I'm not looking for a woman who doesn't at least have the things that I have walking through the door. Like, you have to have your own place. You have to have your own money. I'm not my job is to not get off the level that I'm on, to step down and help you make the level where I'm on. I'm wasting time. Fellas, we ain't wasting time no more. If these women are not coming through the door, if you're not coming through the door with what I got, or at least some of what I got, like some of it. I mean,
Okay, some of it. I can agree. I can
of it.
agree. Okay, some of it.
I cool.
But what
You
about
ain't-
what she's going to bring and add to your life that you don't have?
What can you
And
add
because
to my
she don't-
life? Because if you could add it to my life, why you ain't adding it to yours?
But I'm not talking about
How can you
materialistic.
improve my life and I'm doing better than you?
I'm not talking about materialistic things.
Okay, I'm listening. Explain.
Okay, prime example. Okay. Take a few steps back when you said from up until age 31, you've only been single for a year.
Mm.
You
Right.
haven't taken the time out to heal, right?
Mm.
But if you get the right type of partner, she knows exactly how to help and assist you to heal.
Mm.
That's going to make you a better man. That's going to inspire you, motivate you, and everything moving forward in
She
your
gonna
life.
explain me how.
When she help you heal, because
How she gonna do
anybody
it?
that's, I mean, I
Tell me
don't
some ways
listen.
that she can help you.
I mean, first of all, I don't really know the issues.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
But listen to what I'm saying. When
is
you
she gonna
find
help me heal these bills?
the bills are
because-
going to come regardless if she's here or not, but that still doesn't mean that you are healed.
All I'm saying is that she could be an added bill that I don't need.
But that's what, again, you still talking about, materialistic.
Mm.
I'm talking about helping you heal as a person.
Mm.
What if the one thing that's stopping you from moving to the next level is your hurt, your pain? What is, like, that's keeping you mentally from moving to the next level? But she has the ability and the tools to help you heal so you can, as a man, move to the next level. Is that just worthless?
But I'm saying, what exactly is she healing? What is
I'm
she
talking, but
doing?
are we talking about you or are we talking about each individual man? Because
I'm
each
saying
individual man.
like, what are you doing to help me heal?
Okay,
Talking
then that's
to me
all.
when I'm upset, or let me cry on your shoulder and all
Actually,
that is cool.
some women can help pray. They pray for you. They teach you how to pray. They will give you tools to help guide, coach, talk to you, to be able to help guide you on how to express yourself. Create a safe space for you to actually be able to be vulnerable without being scared of
I
being
think
vulnerable.
before
It's just,
anybody tries to help somebody heal, and it's just what I think.
yeah.
Come with everything you're supposed to come with first. Okay.
Okay. I mean,
You can't help me heal if you are not
let's
right.
agree
If you are not
to
right
disagree.
yourself. How can you help me heal? That's like me. If I'm trying to be a doctor, I'm not taking advice from someone who's never been a doctor on how to be a doctor.
I mean, but I don't think you're actually looking at it from the right perspective.
Okay,
My thing
talk
is
to me.
this.
So what's the
Okay,
right
so
perspective?
listen to me. Let's just say you're accustomed to making 12 grand a month. Okay. But because you are holding on to the man, a brick wall, I left my head. I mean, I agree. I know this truly.
Go on now. Best friend. Go on now. Go that way.
But what if you making 12 grand, like I said, and what's stopping you is, let's just use who was that, Miss Peaches? What was her name? You being a brick wall. What if you find the right woman, okay, to actually help break those walls down? And then now you are able to think on a different level.
You gotta have walls in order to break them.
You have, when people are, what do you call fear? Those are walls that are guarding you from getting hurt in a way that you are familiar with.
But hold on, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
What if being hurt ain't even a fear to you? Like you're so numb to it, you don't even care. So that's not a wall.
So the thing about it is that even when you're numb to something, that's literally a mechanism to keep you from feeling anything.
Yeah. I didn't have a fear of being hurt. I had a fear of me hurting good people and turning them into
you had a fear of somebody doing exactly what you were doing to them to you.
No,
this is the reason,
because you wasn't gonna do it to me.
That's what you say. That's what you say. Most people become numb to what they do simply because they are guarding themselves from it being done to them.
I'm different.
You can be
relationships
different.
Didn't hurt me too much. I never had a chance to have a real relationship.
Bad choice. Bad choice.
Yes, I didn't want to be hurt. You
exactly what I've been saying. You don't exactly what I've been saying the last 30 seconds.
I've only had maybe 4 or 5 real relationships in my life, and even those had complications.
Because of what? You did not allow yourself to actually be in a committed relationship.
This is true.
Okay, why? Because you are afraid of commitment, and you are afraid of your knowledge of what you were doing to have been done to you. Oh. Let's just accept, yes, because if a woman would have done exactly what you were doing to them, exactly the point. So you can call it what you want, numbness, this and the other, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you were afraid of it being done to you. Let's keep it funky.
I don't think it was. I think it was, like I said, my influences and who I came up under.
I don't care how you try to spin it. I don't really care how you try to spin it. At the end of the day, you were afraid.
I ain't afraid of nothing.
You were afraid.
I am afraid of heights. I'm afraid to get on planes and shit like that. But as far as being afraid of a person hurting me,
yes, you are very afraid.
Listen. My ex told me that nothing is forever, and I always expect to get hurt. So I had this mind frame that you might get close to me and you might pull one on me, but I ain't really had no feelings about it. So I let you.
That's why you keep one in the chamber.
Facts.
Man, and guess what? The reason why it didn't work out, because guess what? You had already manifested that it did not. You already thinking about it not working when you already had one in the chamber, which only brings to the forefront what you are expecting in the back of your mind.
More like
This
one
is my
foot
thing.
in.
That's why I keep on telling. I give everybody their own opportunity, their own chances. Which means when I say, "Hey, I want to date you. I like you. I'm fucking with you." I'm not thinking about what I've been through in the past. I'm not thinking about the fear of me losing you, us breaking up. I'm thinking about tomorrow when I get to see him. Oh my
But
God,
if
I
you've
like
seen this
That's it,
movie
that's
play out.
This ain't
The
a movie I
plot-
ever seen play out, because guess what?
the
I'm not with
plot
somebody
line
that I was in the
is-
bad. You're not him.
The
You're
plot
not them.
line is
You're not
you
they.
gotta figure this out before it gets to the point where
I'm
you've
not
seen this
afraid of
before.
being hurt. That's the difference between me and people. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
operate out of fear. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I gave each individual person was his love. What you did with it, that was up to you. I choose to move in that very same way. Not saying that I'm a saint, far from it.
Mm.
But I will not live nor operate out of fear simply because
I'm a
I've been
saint
hurt
now,
by in my
man.
past. That's too much of a baggage and a load for me to carry on, worrying about what somebody else did. Because I mean,
What
I've
happened when people stay in relationships they know they should have walked away from months ago, years ago. You know what I'm saying? You talk about what are they afraid of?
what you say? Say that
What
one
are they
more.
afraid of when people who know that they're in relationships that they should have walked away from? What are they afraid of? You know what?
The new what's to come? They're so accustomed and used to. They're so accustomed and used to what's happening or what they have been already dealing with and accepting. Some people feel like they don't deserve anything different. Some people feel like they just, you know what I'm saying? They're afraid of what's to come.
Mm. So the devil I know is better
That's what they
than
think.
the devil that I don't.
That's what
'Cause
they
that
think.
was my mentality too. Like, I'd rather put up with you and all your BS because I know what comes with you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of women came across when they dealt with me. Like, they knew what they were getting. So with me, I was very transparent. And a lot of dudes wasn't gonna be that way. Like, I will tell you, yeah, you are not the only one. You're not the only one I'm dealing with. You're not the only one I'm going to see. A lot of dudes out here be lying. So I had a lot of people in relationships that I stayed in that I probably should have let go because I was used to what I had.
I simply feel like
didn't nobody want to start back over. I don't want to start back over and re-know somebody else and go through all that. No, so I'm gonna stay with you because I feel like I know everything that come with you. I know you're a liar. I know you're a cheater. I know you out here
insecure.
kids.
It's just that
I
simple.
know you take care of your kids, you pay your bills, things like that. What you mean? Why they gotta be insecure?
Hell no, because at the end of the day, if a woman, first of all, they're insecure and then they didn't even value themselves or you.
Why?
Okay. If
You
they
gotta
came back,
explain
well,
it.
they're insecure and they didn't value you simply
Why?
because they did not hold you to a standard that, okay, that you want, that you should have been held to, or that they would want somebody to respect them.
But
They
I hold my
are.
own standard. So why do I need you to hold my standard?
Because
I
at
know
the
what my
end of
standard
the
is.
day, you thinking that you hopping
Mm.
from here to here and you were being used as well.
Use me, baby. Then I
You
was
just-
being used back in them days. Didn't use me, goddamn
my
it, because nah,
So you were in the pool that you wanted to be in. It's just that simple.
nah, I wanted to be out of that pool.
I mean, at that
There was
time,
pee
you
in
did.
it. Like, you know,
Mm-mm.
I'd rather go to the deep end. It ain't as much pee in it. It's pee in the deep end too, but it ain't as much pee. You know what I'm saying? In that,
I don't think
like I
it's
said,
pee.
in that 6-foot pool, it's a lot of pee in that pool. That's because everybody can't swim. Everybody can't take pressure. Everybody burn bridges and don't know how to swim, so they gotta stick in the 6 feet because it ain't that deep. But see, when you dealing with Big Smash or someone like Big Smash, you're going to have to know how to swim before you come even trying. Because I got my own lake in my backyard. You can't even swim in this lake if you ain't on your P's and Q's because it's different over there.
Okay.
The vibe is different because I'm not gonna come at you for something that I'm not willing to give myself.
Absolutely.
And that's where a lot of these relationships fall because everybody is settling. You're settling because, I'm gonna take this person, man or woman, cheating, lying, disrespecting me because I love the fact that I can say that I got a man or a woman at home with me every night. I've seen it. I've done it. I've done it.
No,
And
or I can say, or they can just say that they don't really fucking respect themselves.
no, a lot of people
How about that?
take because they willing to say that they're gonna take every bullshit that comes with somebody because they have somebody coming home to them.
No.
I'm not saying
Why?
that that's
I mean,
right.
okay, I'm with you. I'm a roll with.
I
whatever
know
you're
it's
talking about.
a lot of women and a lot of men in relationships right now that don't want to be there, but because they have someone temporarily that comes home, they're around, that they could be paying all their bills, they could be making sure they eat, it could be in-house vagina, in-house penis, it could be a bunch of reasons why they stay in situations they know is not good for them. You know what I'm saying? And I know being a reformed ain't shit dude, I could tell you a lot of my relationships that or situations or whatever I was dealing with in the past was because they knew I wasn't shit. I knew I wasn't shit, but we here, so roll with it.
And the challenge is what it is.
Nobody
you know
wants to
what I'm
start
saying?
all the way over.
I do.
Nobody
If,
wants
if
to
it's
start
not
all
if
over.
it's not helping us both to grow,
Yeah,
then I would start over in a heartbeat.
I think you have to.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to. Sometimes you got to realize when enough is enough. And just because you love somebody, like I said earlier, I got family that I love to death, and I don't speak to them on a regular basis. When I see you, I see you. You know what I'm saying? I got, I stay away from my exes. Like certain exes of mine, I stay away from them because I know what kind of situation it's gonna bring when we do come around. The only things that came out of my relationships in the past is the fact that I can look at, and I'm very proud of this. I can look at 4 of my children's mothers and feel like we can be the best of friends. We get along just fine. You know why? Because I think we all had situations where we had kids and it didn't work. The relationship part didn't work. So now we took the feelings out of it. We took the sex out of it. And we focused on raising these kids. And I don't have an issue with none of them. Like to this day, I don't have an issue with any of them. And I think that was the beauty of having so many kids. See, they out here talking about broken homes. That's cool. I wasn't trying to break homes. I was trying to build a whole community. You know what I'm saying? Fuck having broken
What are you talking about?
Listen, okay, so they that woman got down on Cam Newton, that Cam Newton had all them kids and he created broken homes. And I was just like, he didn't create broken homes. He built his own community. And that's what it is with me. Why have one home when you can have 4 or 5 homes? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that the goal in life, is to build your village? It takes a village to raise children, right? That's what it's saying. It takes a village,
First of
right?
all,
So
I think that more so build finance.
No.
Financial wealth. That's what I think is more so building. Like you can have one home with, if you want that many kids, 8 kids.
Nah, I just rather build a whole community.
Nah, we can build a community
next door
with one man,
door.
one woman, sperm and ovaries and eggs.
See, at that time I wasn't thinking like that.
Exactly.
I wasn't thinking, I wasn't in my best mind frame because I wanted to have a whole lot of kids. And sometimes I think it's more so on who you have kids with. You can't have kids with everybody. Real talk. You can't.
You know that now, right?
You can't have kids with
the
everybody.
foresight is always great. They say that in Black Fact.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love all my kids and I love what we've done. But if I could have, and again, they're all great women, but I would have probably made better the choices on who I sat down and made kids with, because I probably would have had the same amount, but I would have loved to have the same amount with one person, or at the very best 2 people. So I think a lot of times, and some of my kids was makeup babies. So this is how you know.
Okay.
This is how you know when you should walk away, because again, I was using sex as a mechanism to, ease my pain.
Manipulate, because that's all that was.
I ain't gonna know. Okay, manipulation is a strong
there
word.
you go. But still,
know,
manipulate the situation, the
I'm gonna
person, whatever.
convince,
Manipulate.
you know,
Uh-uh.
retaliate,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Okay.
you hurt me, you left me, you know, if we gonna do this, because I know two of them for sure was, all right, this the last time we gonna do this, but if we gonna end this, we gonna end it in a bang. We gonna do
Yeah,
it the
you did a
right
bang,
way.
all right.
You know what
I
I'm
got a
saying?
kid out
So
of it.
I think, you know, two of them for sure was that way. And you know, it was supposed to end that way. So I'm saying, like, if you're gonna end a relationship, just end it. You don't need to have the extra one for the road sexual encounter. You don't need to have that long drawn out closure talk. I mean, it's good to have a closure talk, but anything over 20 minutes is like you really don't want it to end. Have that closure talk and get the fuck on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait till that relationship ends before you try to get with somebody else. Don't let somebody else be the reason why you want your relationship to end. Because that's somebody else. The same way that you got with that somebody else, the same way how you gonna lose. Real talk.
I believe
you cheated to go get with that man or that woman, I promise you they're gonna cheat on you. And me personally, I used to have situations where I knew these women were in relationships, and I would do what I do, and then I would tell them, go ahead on, go home and work it out with that man. You got to, because you can't be here.
Or the person that cheated when you cheated on
My
them.
girl get home at 3. You can't be here. You can't come here. You know, I was a cheater up until 3 o'clock. All right.
Oh, okay.
So I was the best man in the world for you. I was the best man in the world for you up until I felt like I had no use for you. I wasn't. I didn't. Again, if something ain't right for you, if it ain't right in your spirit, it don't make you feel good, why be around it? That's person, place, or thing. Why be around it?
Different people, different. I mean, I could say in my past, the potential that I see in people. I don't really deal with people that if I don't see that you have potential. So my whole thing is, am I or can I be the right motivation or inspiration? So I found myself in a lot of bad situations off that note. Just because I seen the potential, but not identifying that that person didn't even see their own potential. So I stayed longer than I should have. So
I think a lot of people do. You know, I know my past relationships looked at me like, yo, I wasted too much time on this dude. But you had to think about the alternatives. Who was better than me at that time? You know.
I mean, that's the thing about it. Me personally, like I've always been a outgoing person, so I haven't picked them always
about you being outgoing, because I wasn't gonna let them go be outgoing.
But see, that's the thing about it. At the end of the day, I've always been an outgoing person in any of my relationships. Don't get me wrong. I've made the necessary adjustments to be in a relationship, but I've always been an outgoing person. So my thing is the options and the choices that are there. Period.
You know how many dudes I got into it with because they was trying to heal my girl from issues that I caused? Like, you know how many dudes put themselves in danger by trying to fix whatever I was putting my girl through? Like, is you dumb? Like, go play. This ain't what you want, sir. I'm not even gonna argue with you, because at the end of the day, I'm still hitting this. So you don't want to get in a relationship with her because I'm still hitting this. I'm going to continue to hit this. So why put yourself through that? We got kids together. I was a big time hater. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big time hater. Like, I would tell him, like, this dude ain't right for you. I was in a relation counselor side dude back in the day. I didn't want her to mess up a relationship, so I would tell her to say,
I was saying that.
Hey, bro, I've done that too.
The things.
Okay, I've done that too.
The things.
Okay. I felt like I was really just, you know, when dudes would call my phone and talk shit to me, I'd be like, yo, you should thank me. You know, she came home happy, relaxed. She cooked for you. She didn't argue with you.
Oh my God.
Argument was over. You know, you got treated like a king that day, right? You're welcome.
I
Real
think
talk.
sometimes you just be one. You like to hear yourself talk. I'm convinced.
Hey, no, what I'm saying is, if it's not good for you, get away from it. It's gonna hurt.
I agree.
But are you gonna hurt? Would you rather hurt being in something that doesn't feed your soul, or would you rather hurt from walking away knowing that now you don't have that burden on you anymore?
Oh yeah.
So if I'm gonna hurt either way, I'd rather hurt walking away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because staying here don't feel good. It don't feel good. And you know what started changing for me? When the sex was different.
Mm-hmm.
When the sex don't even feel like good sex no more. Like you used to get a thrill off this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to spit on your hand and smack on the ass to make it feel like you came just to feel
Mm-hmm.
just
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like it don't feel the same no more. And I know women do it too. Fake orgasms, fake moaning, fake like they into it. I don't know, but I've heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like once she checks out, yeah. Once she checks out, women ain't gonna listen. Women are notorious at checking out and still acting like they there. Okay. Shout out to y'all for that. Cause y'all some of the best actresses I ever met in my life.
So see, the thing about it is that when we check out, ain't no acting like it. When we check all the way out, the thing about it is that we go through stages of checking out. We just don't check out one day and be like, boom, it's over with. Like over time, we check out. One thing you lose, one thing at a time. And once you completely lost a woman, then you will know. It ain't that she just
so if you check out, why you staying?
Because it's a process. It's a process with anything that we actually invest our time in. And if a man actually invests his time into a woman and he's actually like losing that woman or choosing to let it go, it's a process. That man don't wake up the next morning. He may be doing something else on the side or whatever the case may be, but he's thinking about her. He's still paying bills. He's still doing, this, that, and the other, whatever the case may be. Now, when all of that gradually stops, and he stopped caring what this woman thinks, meaning he's not coming home anymore. Then he's checked out because he doesn't care how she even looks at him.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Same thing with a woman.
Crying for your lady is cool. Okay. You know how many ladies? How many times have y'all came back to a crying ass nigga? Like that shit works sometimes.
Once.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I used to call chicks up, pour some water on my face, and call chicks up and play that role. And then but nowadays I cry real tears. I cry real tears. You know why? Because I'm human. All right, straight up. There's a light in a woman's eyes that you. Yeah. I saw that maybe for like 2 years straight in my marriage. I ain't even gonna lie. I saw that look. But by that time, I ain't give a fuck. Honestly. Last year I ain't give a fuck. Respectfully. But I think sometimes that we don't care. Sometimes people feel like, oh, they ain't gonna never leave. They gonna be with me. They love what I do. They love this. They love that. Sometimes you got to stand on your own and show them that you mean business. And you actually gonna leave and stay gone. Like, don't leave for a week and feel like, oh, okay, he or she learned a lesson. Now I want to come back. Now I want to make it right. Now we gonna get it together. Don't do that. You setting yourself up for failure. Because in my mind, when you left me and you came back, oh, I got you. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Listen, I would get caught. I would act good for 2 days. I'd be cleaning the house. I'd be the most attentive, loving, respectful, honest, about to be cheating again ass nigga you could ever meet in your life. Straight up. Like I'm gonna hold you down. For them 2 days, I'm gonna be the best dude walking. And then once I feel like you comfortable, all right, we back on bullshit. I got you. You done won. This was the old me. The new me is more reformed. I'm more thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no problem walking away from a relationship that does not feed my soul. If you don't feed my soul, you can feed my dick as much as you want to. But if you don't feed my soul, I tend to get away from you. And that's just what it is. It ain't even about, how good you cook, how good you clean, how good your mental is. None of that shit. If you don't feed my soul, if I don't feel like you are the one, you are somebody that I can build with and grow with, then I got to get away from you. Because I was the most toxic nigga in the world. I was super toxic. You know what I'm saying? I would cheat in front of your face and didn't think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? And, I felt bad afterwards. I ain't gonna lie. But I think as a man, you got to step up and have that epiphany in your mind. Like, yeah, you got to stop this shit. You better than this. You know what I'm saying? You're better than this. Not because of what somebody else was doing, but that epiphany hit me. Like, you're better than this. So what are you going to do to show that you're better than this? Are you going to get up and lead like the man you're supposed to, or are you going to keep playing these little games? I'm 38. All right. So I expect a certain kind of effort. Like, you can't even approach me the way that I used to be approached. You know what I'm saying? You can look at me and I'll be ready to take you down. You can say hello. Now you gotta come with the way that y'all women want us men to come. You know what I'm saying? Here's $50 for your haircut. Some shit like that. Like, y'all gotta step that shit up. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, some shit.
What is you thinking of it? Like, what do you be talking about? So here go $50 a drag.
Yeah, because women expect, not all women, but a lot of women expect a man. This is how men lead. Men lead with their wallets, and then they get mad when women follow through and expect you to don't adjust these.
And you see that? That's what we was talking about earlier.
You cannot maintain.
And this is exactly why men that keep thinking that they lead with their wallet is running into gold diggers.
You come off like a trick, she gonna treat you like one.
Exactly. The point. Don't get me wrong. Like, and I keep on telling people, like, a real woman, an actual date is somewhere we can go. We can get a bite to eat. That does not mean a steak. That means a bagel. We can go get a bagel. Go through the walk.
No, it's a
cup of fruit
list out here. What?
And some juices. Go for a walk. Let me get to know who you are. How big is your vocabulary? Like, depending on the day, you know what I'm saying? And depending on the day, your vocabulary may be bigger than other days. Let's just say, okay, maybe you think clearer.
You might be slow one day.
Yeah. So
I can see it.
You gotta kind of just enjoy life, because every day is not going to be a steak dinner day.
I'm not taking you on a steak dinner day to begin with.
You've already okay.
Not on the first day. You gotta earn that shit.
Okay.
It depends on how good anyway. But anyway.
See.
But look, I ain't gonna be on here too long. I wanted to come on here and talk some shit and bounce back. I got other things to do. Y'all get ready, man. I got a new episode that just dropped. So go check that out. Season 2, episode 6. I'll explain all this later podcast. It's called At the Half. That is a recap of this season with more tips for every episode that we did. And then we got the next episode coming. And then that is the mid-season break. After that, I'm taking about 2 weeks off. And then we coming right back around just in time for Christmas. Damn, yeah. Y'all get ready, man. Y'all already know what it is. What you got to say? You got something to say?
Yeah, I'm good.
I know. Because
what? Because what?
Nothing. But anyway, man, listen. Y'all know what it is, man. I'll be back. Maybe. Possibly. I'll explain that later. I'm out.